Go ahead.
This is the herd that won the state herd at the Royal for Eastern Ontario in 1947, and the one bull is owned by Rutherford McElwain from Lanark, Glenafton Alert, and the second bull is owned by W.J. Fawcett below the Bell Ringer. The next two cows are owned by the Experimental Farm in Ottawa. The next animal is a 2-year-old owned by Jim Henderson at Portsmouth, Ontario, Kingston, and the yearling heifer is also owned by Jim Henderson. The only time that Eastern Ontario ever won the state herd at the Royal Winter Fair.
So how did you get them there?
There was a bunch from Eastern Ontario, took an exhibit, and it started at Van Lake Hill with Norda Farms, which Stanley McCrae was the herdsman, and also Horace Nixon, or maybe it might have been under Leslie Nixon at that time, had a cow that he took to the Royal, was fourth line Erna, and he also had a yearling heifer they had taken. They stopped in Ottawa, and it was just at the end of the winter fair on a Friday night, and we had showed in Ottawa that week. We loaded our two on from the Central Canada, or from the winter fair, and loaded them on the train, and also the bull from Rutherford McElwain and the two cows from the Experimental Farm.
And you said that Grant Smith was not at the show
that time. Our fieldman was Grant Smith. He was in the hospital with bleeding ulcers, and they didn't think he had any chance of making it. And Ray Wilson looked after getting this herd showing, and I would say Ray Wilson and Rutherford McElwain. And later, maybe 5 or 6 months, Grant got around and was back to work again as our fieldman, and remained our fieldman right till his retirement in 1983.
Interesting. Great, thanks, Bob.